Hello everyone, Tymerover here. Welcome back to another episode of Software Inc. So, I had another episode that was meant to come online before this current episode, but it kind of had an audio issue and basically no audio whatsoever. So unfortunately, we have jumped ahead about 10 months and we've already released Time Machine and Time 2D Max. I believe. Yeah, Time 2D and Time 2D or Time Machine, both of which did pretty well in terms of sales. If we look at our releases, look at the timeline here. Where is it? Release. So we released both Time 2D and Time Machine in March, as was expected, and both have made profits. So we're very happy about that. Meanwhile, Time 3D is still pulling in some decent cash, about $750,000, which is pretty good. Hands down, our top selling product here. And we also pushed. I also pushed in that recording Calipso here. So we're currently set to release Calipso in April 1994. So little less than a year to go till we release Calipso. We are working through the bugs and the changes there. If we look here, I did do a peer review right before I pushed this into beta, and I believe that was back in May. And it's probably a little bit earlier than that, but this is the most recent one. 9.5 out of 10 we have, so that's pretty good. They're liking Calipso thus far. We are going to throw in a press build about that as well. I also began Time 2D Suite, so just a follow up there. But we're mainly going to focus on Calipso in this episode and hopefully push ahead to April of 1994, which is still far away, but I'm not expecting to do much in terms of anything else between then and now. Just realized this, but is it a new day? No, not a new day, but Time Machine has still got a lot of support that needs done. So we're going to be putting that up there. Right, so we're also working on a follow-up to Time 3D Suite, I think. No, we're just working on a follow-up to Time 3D, our latest release of that, trying to max out the potential for Time 3D Pro. So we got that going on as well. But we're going to just monitor that off to the side. In between episodes, also, I went ahead and upgraded our building a little bit. So if you'll remember, the first floor here has been completely rechanged and redone. We have a nice little meeting area here. Let me go ahead and start that. Nice little canteen area / meeting area right as you walk in. Redesigned the printing area as well as the marketing area over there. And this whole wing over here is basically support except for the design team, and that's more or less just where they're going to be when they're not, dealing with other stuff currently. Otherwise, these are empty offices, these two right here, and this is the support team lead. We go upstairs. We've done a little renovation up here as well. Dev is, this side is pretty much the same. Over here, I just moved around some rooms and added this nice little balcony portion out here with picnic tables, which I kind of like, as well as this little area over here. I expanded the front atrium here with basically a staircase, stairwells, which apparently you can't see very well. The downstairs here. I don't know if that's just glitching out or what the deal is there, but that's there now. So we have stairways there. We have stairways over here. I do have elevators in the back, basically to handle the this area. So this is going to be our sort of like utility area on the top part. We may eventually put a third story on, but I want to keep this kind of design going in this general area on the top roof area. So that's fine. If we look at our temperature, so we have one that's overburdened. We need to make another one, our place is pretty darn big right now, so we're gonna throw this in, and it looks like we need a couple. There we go. That should do it. And down in the basement, we also did a little change up as well to make room for the stairwells. Everything else is okay. We've got these boilers in, and looks like we're good to go on that. Capacity there, and central heating, central cooling, everything's good. Alright, well, let's go ahead and jump ahead. I have put in a few additions to our teams here and there, just to make work go a little bit smoothly on all of this. That's fine. So if we look at Calipso here, Calipso is currently being developed by everybody now that they are debugging them. We're getting good followers out of that. Time2D is currently Dev 3 and adequate programmers and artists, which I'm happy about. Time 3D Suite, which is 4 for 4. So we're good to go there. So we're going to go ahead and just put things on autopilot for right now. If we look at our design teams, or not our design teams, our teams in general, what I have been doing is taking our support team members and like giving them, trying to get them maxed out on certain things. So I'm going to send Lionel here. He's going to go off and get some audio education. Because what I want to do is I want to turn the support team into like the pool of candidates to bring on to the main development teams in the future. Let's get you some network. 2 months is fine. And we'll try to go with that. And all this other stuff is okay. I'm just going to do one here, and we're going to just do a 3 months 3D, and that'll be fine. I'm okay with that. I don't know how many more episodes. This may very well be the last episode of this series, just because I kind of, you know, we've released a number of operating systems. We've released a lot of tools here. One thing I would like to try to do is set up like a game development scene. So maybe that will be our next episode, when and if that comes. I'm not sure yet. But I would like to try that. But first off, we need to get Calipso out of there. Here, oh geez. Well, that could be a problem. Well, they're having trouble doing that. So you know what? I'm going to take the support team off of bug fixing Calipso, and we are going to increase priorities on these. Everything else is okay. I think our team can handle it. Ideally, it may just be because we had a number of people gone. Let's see. Nope, we're good. Time Machine's still getting pretty hefty in terms of support. One thing I noticed in between episodes as well is this nice little function up here that if I just click on the support team here and I take a look at their projects, this is what they're working on. So especially when you get into a situation where you have a ton of stuff on the left hand side, it's pretty nice to set this up or use this filtering option. These other filters work pretty well as well. But I just like being able to look at each individual team's workload, which you guys have quite a bit. We're going to release that. We're going to release this. And that should be good. Let's take a look at Dev 4 is working on Calipso. Dev 3 is working on 2. Time2D and Calipso. You know what? I think I'm going to want you guys working towards Time2D. I think. I don't know. I don't think Dev 3. Is Dev 3 pretty okay? Yeah, you guys are going to go back to the design team. Design. Because it is pretty much done. Well, it is done designing, so we're good there. And what do we got? Carol Griffin and Emery Salinas. We only have 2, but I have 2. No, I don't. What? We have to have more on Dev 3. Dev 3. Dev 3. There we go. Look, there we go. There they all are. And I think 2D, I think it was 2D and algorithm if I'm not mistaken. You're in class to get algorithm if I'm remembering correctly. You're good and you're good. Yeah, so that's what we were going to do. I want Dev 3 to be prioritizing that. Devs 1, 2, and 3, they can keep working on Calipso, but I want this to be sort of a higher priority for them. So that's good. Alright, so I'm going to just jump ahead here a little bit to probably around March or so, just to get that situated, and then we'll be back in a second. Alright, we're back. So it's March 1994, and we are currently printing stuff for both Time3D and Calipso. Let's see here. We are going to release Time3D right now. Let's go ahead and do that. Yes, we do want to market it. We also started researching as well. I was a little late. I was a month late on this, so I'm hoping we can push through with it. But that's a big but. Well, hopefully we can make this work out. I may want to try to bring in some people here to do that, but we'll see. Some additional designers, because we are short on designers apparently. But regardless, we do have 1 month to go till Calipso, so we're going to go ahead and see how Time 3D Pro? No, 3D Suite. We're going to go ahead and end that marketing campaign, because this is the one we want to market, Time 3D Suite. Alright, move that down here. I'm hoping this finishes this month. I don't know if it's going to make it there, though. Just kind of depressing if we can't get it in 2 months. Let's see, where are we at with this? Alright, we are pushing the marketing campaign for Time 3D. Come on, get there. Ah, sugar. I could probably have... I don't think we have any good designers. Let's see here. Support team 2. You could do some designing. Alright, you know what? You're going to go to design team. And we are going to put... We're going to switch you around. Just for now. Let's give you a design moniker. That way you can do maybe finish this today. I don't know. Probably not. But we'll see. Nope, that's not going to work. Hopefully no one takes that over. You are going to go back to support team 2, and you need to be fixed in terms of your role. So let's put you back on programming. There. Alright, so, whoa, hello. 4.9 million from Time 3D Suite. Excellent. That is pretty darn nice. Where are we at now? April 1994. So let's go ahead and release Calipso, and we're going to see how well that does. With Time 3D Suite being pretty darn good. Alright, come on. We should be able to finish this pretty quickly once our designers get in there. Come on. You can do it. There. Patent. Excellent. Alright, so we got that research, which is fantastic. We will see how well we do in terms of Calipso, and I think we're going to call that episode done once we see how well they do. We may go two months in just to see how well it survives over time here. If we look at the product review here, Time 3D, overall we think this is great value. We don't expect it to sell very well. Oh, really? Yeah, won't sell very well. I think not. We'll see how well it does next month. How many Calipso? How many do we have in stock? 66,000. Well, we only sold 16,000 units of Time 3D Suite, but at that price point, it's pretty darn good. It's where that $1 million or Oh, almost 10 million from Time 3D Suite. Calypso's 14 million. Holy crap. Digital distribution is where we're getting a decent amount there. Wow. All right. Well, that the money engine is moving forward really good. Smile Industries made a whopping $8.2 million this month, making them worth $10 million with 7 releases in their catalog. What about me? I made what? Like over 14 million. I made 24 million last month, and they're telling, whatever. Calipso is a sequel to a highly regarded TymeOS and is living up to the expectations. We haven't heard of TymeOS. In conclusion, Calipso is looking okay for the price. It's probably not going to move any copies. It would help if they spent time getting the word out. Well, time is being spent putting the word out. What was it? Was it... Oh, we didn't get the outstanding for Calipso. That's a shame. I was hoping to get that outstanding moniker for Calipso, but I don't know if that was maybe because we didn't get the bugs situated as well. I don't know. It's kind of a little disappointing, actually. I'm a bit bummed. And hopefully our support team can crank out these things, which looks like they can. Time Machine deals hosting. We definitely want to take that hosting job, get some more money that way. And we're going to go with that. Time 3D, oh, you still have a ways to go. We should look at another project too. If we do end up restarting this, sort of looking at a game development wing, we may look at that as well in future episodes. But I think for right now, we're going to put a pause on this series. I think we did pretty well. 177 million bucks in the bank by May 1994. Our products have done pretty darn well, I have to say. So I'm happy about that. But we'll go ahead. We may revisit this at some point, and we'll go with that. So thanks to everyone for watching. Hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, let me know by hitting that like button. And if you want to see more content, I strongly urge you to subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.